Hello guys, NautoAisDx here. So it's May, so that means it's the start of the MmGS Pre-E3 special. So basically, usually the first thing I always do, I've been doing this since a couple of years, is what I call it E3 2016 a year later, or E3 a year later, which basically what it is starting of E3 of last year all the way to May, did the company basically say what they're going to do in an E3. Of course, there are other GamesCon and what's the other one? Oh, Tokyo Game Show. But I'm going to combine all three of those. But the bottom line is a gaming convention, starting with E3. Excuse me. So, but we're going to start with E3. And did it change? Did they promise what it is, or something happened? So, well, the first thing we gotta talk about, I would like to talk about, is the elephant in the room, and that is The Legend of Zelda: A Breath of the Wild. So, of course, in E3 2016, Nintendo didn't do a conference, they didn't do a Nintendo Direct. All they did was they focused mostly on three games: Pokemon Go, Pokemon Sun and Moon, and The Legend of Zelda: A Breath of the Wild, which is, I kind of avoided, too many Zelda, but that's all they had, because they're not ready to show the Switch. They have no more games for the Wii U. The last final game from Nintendo is The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. So, of course, did they promise what the game is? Oh, definitely. I talked about it before. Even so, they did show a lot of how the game goes. There is a lot of things about that game. So, pretty good how they handled it. So, yeah, the reason you keep your Wii U to buy The Legend of Zelda, the reason why you buy your Switch is to play The Legend of Zelda. That's all it is to it. And of course, they showed also the amiibos, able to get them on Amazon, no problem. Unfortunately, they only lasted, I think, within 6 to 7 weeks, perhaps I have to say. Yeah, it's kind of weird that even interesting, I never saw Zelda on retail ever, not even on Amazon. I know they did have like a surprise restock, but that was gone within 5 minutes. So I don't know what's going on with Nintendo. Excuse me. I pre-ordered mine, so no problem there. Then what else? Of course, other amiibo they showed. Of course, the Mario Brothers line Wave 2, not really that popular as expected. The Legend of Zelda 30th anniversary also lasted like 2 months, and then after a while now, yeah, they don't really want to make it last long because, first of all, they don't want to lower the price. They don't want to always put it on clearance. But second, if you didn't get it within 2 months, or heck, the first 2 weeks, then, I want to get a sale. Well, it's one of those yin and yang. You can't have your cake and eat it too. That's what I'm going to say. So, yeah, Pokemon Sun and Moon, pretty good game. They showed all the story, the different approach to the older version. No more gyms, now it's about trials. And then, of course, if you want to enhance your gaming, you buy the Pokemon Z-Ring. Meant for kids, I did buy one. Sadly, it doesn't fit in my arm. But it's cool to watch, seeing it, kind of integrated with the game. It's doing some, sound effect and vibration, I know. But yeah, hey, Nintendo, what they offered, people were getting ready. People were saying, oh yeah, here we go, and then there it is. Then we're going to move to Microsoft. Okay, they announced Project Scorpio. They said it's going to be holiday 2017. And then, of course, later on in the year, they did reveal the specs. So, unfortunately for me, I don't want to be saying a fanboyism, but unfortunately also, I have not been following in the Xbox news to some extent. Heck, I even hardly played my Xbox, because, well, one of the problem is, if you have a PS4 and an Xbox, and third-party game, which one are you going to go to? Well, for me personally, to the PS4, because it has more games. I'm sorry, they even have more exclusive, even third-party exclusive. It is what it is. So, hardly anything. I don't even know they have some exclusive. One is Halo War 2. They talked about that. Scalebound, definitely. They've been talking about it, but unfortunately, if you know what happened in the long run, Microsoft canceled it, and even Hideki Kamiya basically kind of felt bad. Even made an announcement saying kind of felt like he let his fans down. I kind of understand. So, unfortunately, hey, it is what it is. And then, of course, you also remember Tekken 7. It was on the Xbox conference. But remember, they were also in the PlayStation experience before that. So they were on both sides. Tekken 7 is multi-plat, buying the Switch. Harada did say he's thinking about it, but he needs more time to understand what the Switch is. So. And again, Tekken 7 is going to come out June 2nd. It's like a month before Evo 2017. Alright. So, of course, what else did they show? Well, like I said, Project Scorpio. New update for the Xbox I have not been following. So, really nothing much to say for me for Xbox. But they are trying to make people work, like a lot of people, they're trying to make them say that the Xbox is good. I mean, they did introduce the Xbox S, which is a bit more powerful than the original Xbox One. And of course, holiday 2017 is Project Scorpio, so I'm probably going to keep an eye on it to see what it is. I mean, whatever happened to Microlens? They showed it 2 years ago and they just disappeared. Who knows? Then we're going to go to Sony. Okay, well, fortunately, they did show some game that was going to come out, I think, that year in 2016. One was The Last Guardian. Yes, it's finally out. People anticipate it, but I guess at the same time, not a lot of sales from what I heard. It is what it is. Two was Horizon Dawn, another game that they really wanna push that game, and yeah, the game was actually good. From what I heard, it had a great sale. Even Backlog Battle loved it. Even people that follow on PlayStation loved the game. So eventually, I'll probably get it in the long run. There it is. And then, of course, there's also God of War. Sadly, there was no announcement that says it's going to come in 2016. So they'll probably have to do another God of War presentation. Oh, another one was the Skylander Imaginator. Of course, if you buy the PS4 version, there's the Crash Edition, which I bought. Got it some sale a bit, but it is fun playing as Crash. It is good. And the reason why they were promoting that, because coming this June, Crash Bandicoot, the trilogy that's based on the PlayStation 1, is going to be released for the PlayStation 4. Rumor has that it's just a time exclusive now. That's a lot of new reports. That it is possible to go for the other system because, yeah, granted, it was a Sony exclusive character in the beginning, but all the deal story. Now it's Activision. Of course, Activision wants money. That they probably going to do this multi-plat. Wouldn't be surprised, but it's probably going to be a time exclusive for the PlayStation 4. And then, of course, a lot of the games they did show, sort of sadly, it's not even out yet, maybe past the E3. And then, of course, PlayStation Experience, basically think of it as their second part of E3 2017, or 16, excuse me. Of course, they show a lot of the games there. Of course, including, Kuni, supposed to been showing that, supposed to come out in 2017. Of course, The Last of Us 2, that's also revealed. And a expansion to Uncharted 4, a standalone expansion starting with Chloe. Not surprised there, but again, so that's all I can really think about what Sony did. They did show a lot of games, but fortunate or unfortunate, or they, as of right now, they're probably not out yet. I know some of them did, like you mentioned, like Last Guardian, but they said the game was good. It's just what didn't sell a lot because it was so niche. And Horizon Dawn, a lot of people love the game. It's like, think of it as a Zelda for the PlayStation 4. So, of course, then other game came out from the other convention. Final 14 finally came out. People talked about that. What else? And then, of course, the story mode for Street Fighter 5. Sort of okay, but it's not your solution for your single player. The story's not really that bad, but again, what do you expect? It is a Street Fighter. It's just like watching Street Fighter 2, the animated movie. Let's just say that. So with that, that's basically a quick vlog about E3 2016 a year later. Nothing really much to say this year for E3 2016 because a lot of the game did come out, they were good, and the game that didn't come out yet were basically going to be prepared to come out maybe fall to holiday 2017. And of course, Nintendo only had Zelda, and that was it. So who knows what's going to be on E3 2017 for all big three. Can't wait and see, but there you go. So yeah, so that's my thoughts on E3 2016 a year later. It was really not so much surprising. We'll see what happened in E3 2017. So with that, thanks for listening.